Howdy, good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night to you lovely folks joining me here nice and early over at Marvel Snap Zone. Hopefully all is very, very well with you. Hopefully it's as well as it is with me. Good to be back. It's been a long weekend. Had a good one, had a very good weekend, but been traveling plenty, so your boy is very tired. It's been a while since we've actually played some Snap. I think this is the first time actually. I think actually might be the first time ever since I started playing Marvel Snap that I've gone more than one day without playing Snap. It's kind of weird. I'm not used to it really. So it's kind of refreshing to be back and jamming some more games and seeing how things go on the Marvel Snap ladder. It should be a lot of fun, I hope. We've actually got a bit of a climb to finish because I've not been able to play over the weekend, so we're still at like rank 94. So we got some climbing to do to see if we can't finish our way up to Infinite today. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it goes well for us over the course of the day. And we're going to just be spending tonight having a good time. I want to hang out with the community, see how you guys are doing, have a chat, have a catch up, talk about all things Snap. But we'll try and do some climbing too. I'm going to be playing some tier list decks over the course of the evening. My versions of those lists, some versions that are not my versions of those lists. Seems like just raw off the tier list as they are. And see how they go. And hopefully that will make for a good, entertaining evening all around. So if you're all joining me here early, I appreciate you. Do me a small favor if you wouldn't mind. Just go down there below the description box and press that like button for me, the upward thumb. It does a huge favor in reaching more people that might want to come and enjoy some Marvel Snap content. Lets the algorithm know that you don't think I suck, which is also mildly beneficial. It does go a very, very long way. So feel free to leave a comment as well if you fancy helping us out in that regard. All that said and done, let us get on over into the game client and we'll start jamming some games. I'm actually going to start with what I think my favorite deck we played last time was. I haven't had a chance to play much since the last stream, so I actually like this deck quite a lot, and I'd like to play it some more. We were working on this kind of like bigger version of Zabu, kind of utilizing this Ghost Rider package that kind of gets to reanimate the Infinite, Magneto and stuff like this off of Ghost Rider or discard them to Dracula and do that kind of wonderful thing. Has plenty of Jubilee hits. Shang-Chi obviously very good right now. And I liked playing this one, it was really fun. So I think I'm going to start here. This seems like a place that I would enjoy starting the evening. So we'll jam some big-ass Zabu to start and see how we go. Yeah, bro, it's been wild. I've been away since... I've actually only been away for 2 days. It's wild, but it's good to be back. Happy to be back. Just out of Series 3, got 6k tokens. Would I get Galactus, Darkhawk, or Null? I would say... Darkhawk probably requires you to have Zabu, but if you do have Zabu, it's probably the best of the bunch if you enjoy specifically that deck. If you're looking for something more unique, I would say Galactus, but definitely not Null. But again, I am a guy on the internet, so take my opinion for what you think it is worth. Enough talking, let's get some games underway and see if we can't win some games of Marvel Snap with some big fatties and 4-drops. Phil, thank you so much, dude. It was quite the weekend. It's very hard to do something like that with your own brew that is just like completely your own creation. And yeah, got paid. Got paid in spades. It was really nice. Bit of lag on Snap's end at the moment. Hopefully we can shake this out and it's not my internet. This draw should be pretty reasonable if we can find another 4. Rock Slide substitution? I think if you're playing the Darkhawk Rock Slide package, you probably play them together. If you don't want to play that package, you probably just look to play another combination of 2 powerful 4-drops that like enjoy each other's company. So like Wong and like a good on reveal, for example. That would be my like initial thought. I think that they kind of play pretty well off of each other and kind of not so much require you to have each other, but really do want you to have each other. Finally redeemed yourself for last season yesterday and went from 90 to Infinite. Very nice. Did I change the spot I'm streaming from? I did a little while ago. I want to say like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, somewhere that kind of ballpark. One of my biggest New Year's resolutions heading into 2023 was that I wanted to make my work-life balance a bit better. And I think a large part of the problem I was having, unfortunately, is that I was sleeping and working in the same room. So I actually dragged my entire setup into my living room now. So while I don't really have a living room so much anymore, even though there's a sofa and a table in here and stuff, It means I'm not sleeping in the same room as I'm working in, and it's kind of helping me break that up. So hopefully that explains that. I think we go Dracula Jubilee, because then Jubilee pulls before the Vibranium Mines trigger, which I think is fine. Currently underneath the blanket in the process of crochet. I'm so jealous. My house is so cold right now. Oh, Sunspot is like the biggest whiff. It's so bad. Pulled the Max Greek, Black Panther, and Dan Hip, Nick Fury, and Ultimate Electro. Wow. Wow, that's pretty juicy. I think we're snapping here. We are now in pretty good shape, I think, to go discard, reanimate. Yo, 7 Bank, how we doing? Yeah, Nike, I'm afraid at the moment, the Battle Pass cards are definitely doing a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of new decks. It's not that they like the only good decks, because the good cards decks, the Aero, Leader, Leech style strategies are still very good. But they have been around a while now. Unsurprisingly, most of the innovation is coming from new cards, so it's kind of tough. Yeah, bro, I think you can definitely play a version of this deck without the package, the Dark Hawk Rockslide package, for sure. It's just whether or not, you know, which way you want to do it, what combination of 4s you want to play. This is interesting. Do I ever risk Dracula just bricking up? I don't think we ever do. It's too easy to score this win, right? We just go Shang-Chi, the Jane Foster, and then try and win the other 2 lanes. Pretty sure this is just always the way to play this. We have snapped already. You have a question. What can I help you with, Joel? Happy to answer questions if I can. Dan Hip's art is very unique, very cool. Opponent snaps back. Let's see if we're dead. I might be about to lose 8 cubes, but I don't think we're losing this. I'm doing pretty well, Chad. Hopefully you are too. Oh my god. Okay, they hit the Chavez. Whoa! Can you imagine if they hit the goddamn Infinite? Oh, dude, what the hell? I don't really know what to say to that. That did not go how I expected it to. The Zola was horrifying. The Morph having to hit a thing from my hand was horrifying. Goodbye, cubes. Sheesh. That was something. Alright. You can tell we've been away for a few days. Who's the favourite artist, if you don't mind me asking? In Snap? My favourite artist in Snap is probably Rian Gonzalez. You see that all the Spherical Surfer lists now run Scorpion, Iceman, and even Armor. What happened to with Goose and Forge? So, for the most part, Joel, it's mostly about raw efficiency. Armor's just really good into the metagame right now, and Scorpion and Iceman represent so much power. Yeah, opponent knew I was going to Shang-Chi, clearly. Knew that they could Zola and win because of the Shang-Chi. It's crazy. Really heads up play, and they deserve their cubes. Yeah, the Rogue variant is kind of crazy in my opinion. I love it. I really do love it. Alright, well, we have some goodies. I think I'm snapping again, and I'm very ready to lose the game again. Yeah, bro, I appreciate that, but I've often found myself with, like, no good plays. Like, otherwise, sometimes I just want to be able to discard my Infinite and Ghost Rider it back. I think it's kind of a big deal to be able to do that kind of stuff. Like, I'm going to win mid right now and hopefully get a 6 at the same time. Or maybe I just let the Raft go, because I don't think... this is interesting. I think my opponent's going to play 2 cards into the Raft, and then we don't get the bonus anyway. We do just win a lane that way, so maybe we're fine with this. The upside's obviously very, very high if they didn't play 2 cards per center. Morph so good right now with everyone playing big decks. I'm shocked to see Morph knocking around. It's not a card I very much expect to see play basically ever. Hey Andre, how we doing? Hopefully all is well with you. So we will Darkhawk. What should you be looking for in the shop to put in a move or destroy deck? To destroy wise, things like Death, Wave, obviously, Venom. Those kind of stand out to me. Move, I guess it's like Human Torch. It's probably the big one. So OP skipped. Do I ever just pull Zabu and Typhoid Mary out? Hey Donzel, happy for you, congratulations. Yeah, Dagger's actually a good one. Dagger is a good one. Yeah, alright, I'm game for this. Opponent just hedged both ways. I have regrets. Alright, we gotta sharpen up a bit, because your boy is not playing good Snap to start tonight. We are not starting strong. Let's sharpen up a bit, huh? Start actually thinking about what we're doing a bit more. You can tell I've been away for a weekend. Your brain just pours out like a sieve. Yeah, Dagger's a sweet card. Dagger is definitely a sweet card. Hala is probably fine. Pineapple Lizard. Ooh, Crimson Cosmos is not ideal. Yeah, 7 back, we'll be fine. Let me just start dialing my brain up a bit and I'm sure I'll be a-okay. Yeah, Robin, you're not wrong. I'm definitely very tired. Like, it was a long weekend and I'm still feeling it. Had to get the tier list out this morning, so like it catches up with you after a while. The Infinite costs 0 from the Raft, unfortunately, Chad. And the She-Hulk costs 1, because they also skip turn 5. Alright, let's Darkhawk Rock Slide. Opponent will Sentinel. Indeed, some very, very cheap big things on the last turn there. Did I just add members or something because you don't remember seeing the join button before? No, I've added it for a while. We've had memberships active for a little bit. So I think I kind of want to burn this Shang-Chi. I think this is what I want to do so that my Dracula is like live to hit regardless of what happens. Opponent plays the Dino over in Crimson Cosmos, which is fine. And then I think we just want to go Magnet Man. I kept bumping into someone yesterday who pronounces Magneto's name Magneto, and I can't stop thinking of it being Magneto now. It just won't leave my head. The almighty Magneto. We pull Mr. Fantastic out. Opponent with the Taskmaster. We are not having a good day here, are we? This Chavez is betraying me at this moment in time. Okay, well, this has been a rough start to the day. Let's try that again. Can't become a member on mobile devices unless you use Safari or Google to be on YouTube. Wild. That's so crazy. I didn't know that. Now I have learned something today. I wonder why that is. Maybe the Play Store needs to take their cut or something? Oh, look, we can interact with the board chat. Luke Manel, unfortunately not really. Polaris and Maximus are really quite important stat-wise to that deck. Hey, Yankel, that's very kind of you. I'm definitely not the best Snap content creator right now, because I took a few days off, and now my brain doesn't work, and we've been losing, like, for the first 20 minutes of the stream. So we're going to try and fix that, and stop my brain from being slush, hopefully. Kind of want to hold the Magneto, which is really crazy, but I think I'm just going to put the extra juice into the Sunspot and rock slide my opponent early. Oh, it might be an apple thing? Interesting. I mean, that makes it even more confusing. I do love the issues of mobile devices in the modern day and age. You'd think it wouldn't be that hard, but apparently it still is. It's all good, Shade, no problem. Apple is definitely booty cheeks. Oof. Oof. Just got Magneto, Mystique, and Juggernaut this weekend. Wow, those are some decent hits. Mystique and Juggernaut fit into a variety of the Surfer decks, if you enjoy that. Mystique obviously has 1,000,001 targets. Magneto fits in the ramp deck. It fits in something like this with Ghost Rider. Good number of things you can try. Alright, so we still have a Chavez and an Infinite to hit, so I'm pretty sure I will be Jubileeing here. So let's do that. Back in my day, we didn't have phones. We had to go to work up hills backwards twice and 7 times in the same day. Good plays. I got a few things I want to play at some point tonight. I'm not sold on when or what or why just yet, but there will be plenty of things I want to jam, I'm sure. You had a 3310? I think I might have done 2, actually. I don't recall. We can always Shang over here on the last turn. So I guess I'm supposed to Zabu here. So opponent skipped. Yanko, it's all good, yeah. I don't mind losing cubes on stream. Like, I say this to people all the time that come in here. Like, I'm a reasonable Snap player, but I find multitasking quite hard. Sometimes I will suck at, you know, streaming and playing at the same time. I'm mostly here to be able to hang out with you guys, be part of this, you know, the Snap Zone community, and that kind of stuff. And occasionally I'll win some games as well. Oh, my opponent's hand is just going to be absolutely chock full of nonsense, isn't it? So we're definitely getting surfered. So we have to consider at least being able to beat 15, which we can do. It's whether we then win anywhere else as a result. I think this ends up being our best shot. 5 cards in deck still. Opponent Killmonger's the Sunspot. And surfs, and I think we're good. Nice. Nice to actually be able to win a game. It's been a rough start. Hey Ed, thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Why is every free variant you get from the Battle Pass or the ones from the rank ladder always a pixel? I get a number of pixels, but thankfully for the most part I tend to get a decent variety. Ooh, missions. Looks like we'll be opening some caches at some point tonight. Thank you, Fiddy. I was pressing 222423 to type your name out. Oh, dude, the numbers. Imagine, like, pressing a key 4 times because you want a W. It's like, oh, I'm so glad that's not the case anymore. Okay, Nidavellir is an interesting one. I think we probably do have to play the Sunspot here with this deck. It's going to be kind of hard for us to contest the location otherwise. So Sunspot underway. You're waiting on Dracula to be able to run a deck like the one I'm playing right now? Yeah, you could definitely play versions of this without the Dark Hawk stuff, for sure. Big Zabu is rather fun. I think it can be, yeah. Brand new sub coming in, Jack Ketch. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Welcome on in to Marvel Snap Zone. Okay, gonna have to play to Kiln here, I think, and maybe lose Miri Isle because we, I guess we could play the Dracula into Kiln. That might be fine. We can also just draw Ghost Rider. Yeah, okay, let's do it this way.
That one's on me.
More big new subs coming in. A Choco, Okocho. We're gonna go with that one. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Can't wait for the reset. We do draw the Ghost Rider. That's pretty good. All right.
Thank you.
More subscribers coming in. War Magic, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Congrats, Yankel. Well done. Is it worth it to buy the Dino Size bundle? Not in my honest opinion, but again, that is just my opinion. What's the deal with bots? Are they players farming rank, or is it bots put in for the debt? So basically, it's to get cubes back into the system. Otherwise, only a certain amount of players would ever be able to reach infinite. I think we just do this, right? Pull the Infinite into Kiln. Opponent will Shang-Chi. That didn't work how they expected it to, did it? Okay. So we know we're drawing the Chavez. Opponent is done. Yeah, Bracken not having leader in that archetype is going to be kind of rough, honestly. That's going to be a pretty big loss, I think, a lot of the time. Because that deck is all about playing ahead of your opponent on rate, and then obviously leader just means they can never catch you up. So it's a tough one. Good evening, Luke. How we doing? Hopefully all is well. Yeah, it was a pretty miserable Shang-Chi when no power got killed. Gamma Lab, sure. So at the moment our hand is quite good. We will be Zabuing on 3. Opponent wants to snap. I am probably not snapping back right now. Leader's still good. Card's still very, very good. Opponent will Scorpion. Pretty sure I'm not fighting for the Gamma Lab lane. Why does Crimson Cosmos keep existing? I think I am going to be Shang-Chiing the middle. So. Best deck you could try to climb. You still have some cards. You're middle of pool 3. Obey, I released a brand new tier list today. If you're mostly in pool 3, I'd suggest most of the good cards, archetypes are probably the place to look. But some variants of Patriot, that kind of stuff, are also pretty good shouts. Could try some things like that. Opponent also Zabu'd. Interesting. So let's go... Jubilee Rock Slide. Opponent will Dark Hawk. and Korg. So very similar thought processes going on here. Absorbing Man a few days ago, nice. I need to play some more Absorbing Man in my life, to be completely honest. We hit our Infinite, which is obviously pretty good. The question is now, where does this Shang-Chi go? How many folks are on the Snap Zone team? Do you mean like behind the scenes, or do you mean like content creators, or just everyone? Because for the most part, there's a team of 3 to 4 people that are here most days, and then we have guest creators coming on. So the team's usually about 5 people or so. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. Goose fits in a number of the Serra style shells. Could definitely try a few of those if you preferred. So we can go for the Magneto play on turn 6, or we can just pull it back now. So I think I'm going to go like this. I panicked. Ran out of time. Was too busy talking. Too busy talking to chat. Not sure we wanted to Lady Sif there, to be honest, but thankfully we are okay. So we find the Chavez, and I'm leaning towards... I think there's a good chance my opponent leaders us, which is curious. So we beat leader by just playing Chavez. Yep, opponent agrees. Exclusive content. So when we're working on premium, the goal at the moment is basically to start juicing that up. We want to be able to offer like exclusive channels with content creators. We want to be able to maybe offer some kind of coaching. We want to be able to do like early access to articles and stuff. At the moment, premium just exists as a support for the website. If you want ad-free browsing, if you want that kind of thing. And we're looking to slowly but surely juice that up as we have the ability to do so. So doing our best to improve that and get it ready for an official launch. The reason we haven't officially launched premium is because there's not anything there right now. You've been playing a version of good cards with Zabu. Zabu fits in a good card shell because the card is good. It makes some sense. All right. Speaking of Zabu. This will be fine to snap, I think, because this Shang-Chi is just going to be good. However you want to cut the mustard. Opponent with their own Zabu. Our Ghost Rider now costs 1, which is well worth keeping in mind. So we are going to go Rock Slide Shang-Chi. Punch my opponent in the face. Why can't we get the peak when we have a negative hand? That doesn't happen. It just never happens. Since I'm someone who's been in the card games for a long time, do you ever worry that Marvel Snap will run out of ideas for cards, or run out of ideas for cards that don't break the game? So, power creep is a very real thing. Oh, jeez. Whatever gets played here is going to be big. I will get back to that in a moment. Sorry, bear with us. I guess I need to make myself an Infinite. So yeah, power creep is a thing in card games, unfortunately. You never like to see it, but it does certainly happen. But for the most part, I think Snap is a deep enough thing that you just have 1,000,001 ways to be able to actually design cards around cards for Marvel Snap. So many characters, so many things. I don't think it's that big of a deal. If this is the Zola... do we ever win? We do not. Yeah, fairly sure this is Zola following the Shuri. So I am going to be getting out of here. Taskmaster also counts. Yeah, that would all be reasonable ways for us to die horribly in that spot. Okay. Andrew, you definitely still can, because like you're still way over 50% to hit the Panther on the double Zola activation, but I mean it's obviously better if it's Taskmaster. It's a lot better if it's Taskmaster. Why do we keep seeing Crimson Cosmos today? What is this nonsense? I don't want this. I want to be able to play my cards. Yeah, like, Taskmaster feels way more likely, but I think playing Shuri Wong on the same to double up your Panther to be huge, and Zola Ring is still probably fine. Cerebro 2, very nice, Yanko. Well, good luck with it. Hopefully you enjoy it. Alright, we are gonna go Dark Hawk Rock Slide. Yeah, Crimson Cosmos is like, hey look, there's people playing Zabu. Get out of here. We don't want you. Getting so many Weird Worlds. Weird World is also a location I'm not a massive fan of, to be honest. I built my deck for a reason. I would like to play with my deck. Please. Yeah, I saw Binks' video on Cerebro 7. That deck is hilarious, but definitely not good. Opponent will rescue. Interesting. The hot HowlingMines location. Oh no. That sounds horrible. Can't wait for Shadow King to make Shuri cry a river. It's going to be kind of interesting. I think we're supposed to skip 5 here. Look to play the Infinite on 6. Opponent plays a Vision. Android, no, I don't really. If they're in the game, they clearly think they're fine and acceptable for play. Feels like the game just lagged out before I got leadered. Yeah. Good old leader. What a fun and interactive card. Don't feel like you can really be leaving in the face of leader there. It's just going to happen to you sometimes. Brand new sub coming in. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Subterranea. Yeah, I know Ben commented on Subterranea recently. He actually quite likes it, but I'm also not a fan. Jacob Klein, welcome on into the channel. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, player agency being removed is definitely a big old fat no, in my opinion. I think toying with rarities of locations might be worth doing, but I don't work in game design, so I guess it's not really up to me. Opponent with the Quicksilver makes me think this is probably just Agatha. I actually really like Ego. I'm a bit of a sucker for an Ego game. I think they make for hilarious esports moments. So, I don't mind Ego. This is definitely Agatha, 100%. No, Ego is hilarious. I love me some Ego. Alright. Maybe not Agatha, maybe we're some kind of Galactus here? Well, double Jotunheim makes this like I have to just split the difference anyway to try and not get completely rolled by a Galactus. Yeah, I think Ego makes great content, personally. It turns up at just the right kind of frequency. I wouldn't want it to turn up much more than it does, but it turns up at the right number for me. So will Jubilee Lady Sif here hopefully hit the Infinite? I think we do the Lady Sif over here. Ego always Scarlet Witches himself. That's quite funny. Well, we burned that order up, didn't we?
All systems go.
We completely boned that order up. Guess we had to sift first in case we hit the Ghost Rider. Hey Stephen, it's pretty rough so far actually. I've been away from Snap for a few days and my brain is like just not quite working. It'll be fine in a bit, I'm sure. I think we're out of here, sadly. Pretty rough start to today. Some of it's definitely my fault. Some of it is definitely not. Hopefully we can turn this around and start having a slightly smoother climbing experience. What makes you guys hate Ego so much? I think if it turned up like every game, I'd probably be very mad. But like, I think it makes for a nice rare occurrence. I always snap on Ego too. Opponent will have Wasp die a horrible death in Vormir. Makes sense. Lucky Guela will be hopefully pretty good for our Darkhawk. Angela is A-okay. Wow, this is not a good hand. Yeah, Kappa, let's not pretend that we expect Ego to be a location in an esports variation of Marvel Snap, but I'm not sure they really want to be an esport anyway. So we're just giving up Kiln here, I think. We go Jubilee. No, this is not a Finn Balor hat. This is actually a Linkin Park hat, but I am a Finn Balor fan, so that works too. Am I going to get the Dino variant tomorrow? I'm not. I do not. I try not to spend real money outside of battle passes because I don't really have it going spare. It's kind of hard to answer that one, Mimichu, honestly, because everyone's free-to-play experience is kind of at various different points. I have many hats, but this is my favorite hat right now, so I wear this hat a lot. Yes, indeed. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Chester. I think we're doing this. Finn Balor is pretty great, I agree. So. Luke, thank you very much. I appreciate you. No, I have a couple of hats, but I tend to like this. I rotate through them, and this is my favorite right now. It's quite the beard. It needs tidying up, honestly. I'm overdue a barber appointment, but it is quite a large beard. I might have balls this up. Man, there are Shang-Chi's everywhere right now, huh? Snap Zone hat merch when? I'm afraid that's not a decision that I would get to make. There are Shang-Chi's everywhere today. Will I be watching the Rumble? I certainly will. Am I a Tom Hardy fan? I'm not sure it's fair to call myself a fan of Tom Hardy, because I don't really actively go out of my way to like seek out Tom Hardy films, but his work that I've seen I have enjoyed, so yes, in that way, maybe. Well, I bought a flat cap, yeah. I actually owned a flat cap for a while. Had the whole Peaky Blinders look going on, but not so much anymore. Yeah, Shang-Chi is definitely picking up in popularity, and as a result, Armor is also picking up in popularity. Raymond, I think Shang-Chi is actually just quite good right now, too. Rumble predictions? Probably that Vince McMahon shows up, because you know what WWE is like. Who do I actually have pegged to win it? It's probably just Cody this year, right? Let's be honest. I find it hard to believe if Cody's ready that it isn't just Cody. Have I watched Bullet Train with Brad Pitt? Yes, I have. I've seen Glass Onion. I've seen Bullet Train as well. I enjoy them both. What are we doing here? I think we're just gonna start making some Dark Hawks, right? What's the Rock schedule looking like? There's some rumors going around, but I would be a little shocked if that wasn't for Mania. How many cards have we got in Netgear? 4. So we're 1 in 4 to draw the Ghost Rider. Alright, sure. Gotta watch for Leech. Yeah, it's a tough one for sure, but opponent will Magneto the Sith in. That's a little unfortunate. Grabs themselves another Magneto. We also now can't Shang-Chi because of that Magneto. Oh, dude, what a horrible set of games we've had with this deck so far. Yeah, I've seen similar theories around there, Peter, to be honest. I can definitely see it. Yeah, we've been kind of having a rough time with this one to start today. Don't get me wrong, the big 8 cube loss to the negative deck is mostly on me, but I think I wasn't expecting to get blown out by a Zola in that spot because my opponent's locations were full right up until I stopped them from being full. haven't watched everything MCU, Fiddy. There's just too much stuff, sadly. Okay. This battle mode bug is getting a bit annoying at this point in time. Shouldn't really be loading into every game and seeing stuff that's not supposed to be there. Hopefully they get that remedied sooner rather than later. Well, we do have ourselves set up to turn 4 an Infinite here. We can instead do the Zabu if we prefer. But also Snap. DC version of Snap. I think I'd be very surprised if you ever see that, just because, well, there's obviously a direct competitor in that regard. Kind of all negative on 3. Yeah, Peter, unfortunately, I don't think Hela is very good at all right now in terms of consistency for climbing. And it looks like her cube rate averages on the tracker are pretty bad too. Bit of a shame, but yeah, she's not looked great at the moment. Hopefully that changes in the future, because obviously Modok is on the way. It'd be cool to see some discard shenanigans. Kind of all rogue with the Zabu. And Iron Hearts. Okay, so now I think we're kind of priced into the Lady Sif line to try and pull this Infinite on 6. I think so. Yeah, I just sadly don't think it's particularly great right now. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Oh, Kappa. I don't think they're that bad, but like, I kind of said it on stream before, I think. Multiverse of Madness really put me off. Opponent is out. Sure. We will take some of those cubes back. '97 X-Men variants? Jeez. Yeah, Mimichu, me too. I think Battle Pass cards deserve to be good, but I do think Surfer and Zabu have been on the higher end. And that's been a bit problematic. Yeah, if Rain, I'm aware of that. The sad truth is I play enough Marvel Snap that doesn't really matter. I always get to the end of the week in weekly challenges, just always. So it's really not that big of a deal to me, but I appreciate the heads up. Do I want to fight over this rock? Sure. Fight over rock lost. More electro strategies. Okay. Yeah, Modok should be interesting in my opinion. I'm definitely curious to see where Modok lands. Alright, so we're on guess mode as to where my opponent intends on playing this Galactus, I imagine. So I think we're doing this. No Galactus, maybe? We on Zola here, maybe? The Panther Zola shenanigans on the side? Bit of Shuri for fun? Maybe we are. I think I am currently looking to do this and seeing where my opponent goes. Looks like it. Can we break up this Zola in any significant way? We have reveal priority, so we certainly can. Buff Yellow Jacket? I would like that. I have a really nice Yellow Jacket variant I would like to play with more. The last card you opened was Orca. You'd rather have had any other pool 3 card? That's unfortunate. I think Orca's quite cool, but it hasn't really found a home yet, that's for sure. Finally reached Infinity. Very nice, Fernando. I'm glad that you've been having a good time. Congratulations. Xing Shang, thank you, ma'am. Opponent will Magnet Man, the Ghost Rider, and the Shang-Chi across, so we are probably losing Hell's Kitchen. Opponent has 4 cards in deck. This is curious. Part of me just wants to skip, but I think that's actually bad. I think I'm supposed to do this and put the other 3 into the Sunspot. Probably. Why is there Doctor Doom Black Panther decks? I feel like the entire metagame has switched already, because like we're just bumping into stuff tonight that I'm like, you don't play those cards in the same deck, what's happening? And like that's kind of cool, but good lord, am I losing cubes to it? It is detrimental. God dang. Gonna watch The Last of Us show? I keep hearing good things, but it's not high on my list of things to do right now. Life is very, very busy for me right now, and that's good. I'm glad to be kept occupied, but admittedly, I'm not getting a lot of free time for stuff. Mystical. Most of the Panther lists I've seen and recently have not been just like Wong reveal decks. Like, obviously you can do it, it's not bad, but it's not exactly a thing I've seen recently. People have been off of Wong reveal for quite a while, so brain did not immediately go to dealing with a Doom after Shang-Chi. Yeah, 3 seasons does feel like forever in Snap time. You're not wrong. Yeah, a month is a long ass time, Mystical. Like, I mean, it's not right, not in the grand scheme of things, but like, in terms of like metagames evolving every week, like, a month is a long time ago in that kind of grand scheme of things. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm just talking crap. Opponent will negative. Negative Sunspot? Sure. Crawl, off the top of my head, those are kind of the big ones, to be honest, where Venom belongs. Let's try and keep the Shang-Chi available for Shuri's lab. Yeah, in a meta for this game where a month brings a new pass, a month is forever. I very much agree. Like, again, not to say that that deck is bad or anything, but it's just been a long-ass time since I've seen the deck. Jane Foster draws 3 cards and shrinks Darkhawk down to 3 power. Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. So I guess we just go We have reveal priority. How? Oh, dude. All right, I might switch off of this. We are having a bad time. Good lord. All right, there was a few other things I wanted to play today. Tier list has been freshly updated, so there's plenty to look at. Also, my Marvel Snap client is lagging just a bit, so I'm going to give it a quick refresh too. Hopefully we'll be okay. So bear with me 2 seconds just while I give Snap a restart. Chat, we're not playing armor in a ramp deck just because people are playing Zola. We'll just play a deck that wants to play armor. That's very much the thought process there, if that's what we're worried about. But there was a few things I wanted to try today. Hadn't really had the chance to. As I say, it's so weird. Like I'm so used to playing Snap every day at this point for work that having a few days off, my brain just feels like it's left my ears. I did actually want to try the new version of Patriot Surfer, so I think I'm probably going to do that. So bear with me. I'm just going to give this a quick restart, and then we will we'll probably jam a little bit of that. Look at the majestic beard. Try my best. Play the worst deck on the tier list? Rather not, to be honest, at the moment. When you first got to tier 3 and Panther was all over, you dreaded seeing it. Yeah, fair enough. Play Spider-Man? There's any Spider-Man decks I really want to play right now? I'm not sure. Maybe. Maybe. I know our current recommended version of Zabu Darkhawk has Spider-Man in it. Might play that a bit later on. But I think at the moment I would like to do something a little different. And I know the Patriot Surfer list we've been trying on the site is an Ultron deck now. Yeah, I'm afraid, Crawl, I'm very guilty of stroking the beard. It is on my face, and therefore kind of hard to ignore sometimes. Play Moops' list. I have played that one a good decent chunk. I actually need to remove some deck lists here to make some space. We have been brewing a few too many things. Oh, whoa. Making a few too many videos. Clear out some space, and we'll be good. So let's try this version. Grab a screenshot of this for the corner, and we'll get some games underway and see how we feel. All Patriot roads lead to Ultron. They certainly can do. It's not quite as good in the Surfer Shells, in my opinion, but I do think it's pretty solid. Cool. We should be set up and ready to go. Mark, for the most part, somewhere between 2,900 and 3,300 seems to be where most people are finishing currently. I should play Galactus. I would love to if I had Galactus. Unfortunately, that is the main problem with that. I would really like to play Galactus. I cannot. I do not have the ability to do so. Cool. Yeah, Ultron can do a lot of damage out of nowhere. Well, Isle of Silence is not going to be where our Patriot's going. Fair enough, Mystical. I can appreciate that. Certainly not everyone's flavour of the week. Cool, Tony. Alright, well, squirrels aren't too bad here for me. Don't think we want to expose these just yet. I think I'll hold the debris as well. This is definitely not going to be an Ultron game, that's for sure. Nothing annoys you more than Gambit. Gambit can be a bit frustrating when it doesn't break your way. Yeah, big agree. Okay. There's a few notifications on there. We actually go through quite a cycle of them, Chad. I think the female one you're referring to is probably Black Widow. There is a few that come up and get randomized. Opponent snaps. For the most part, Ultron teams play over Doom in most Patriot shells. I think we do it this way. Opponent Widows into Moon Girl. Maybe we accept that we aren't drawing a card here. I quite like Cosmo in these lists normally, yeah, but this is not my current list. This is the one that we have gathered through data. Yeah, I think we're gonna take the pass on 5. Why did I take the pass on 5? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I have forgotten the frustration of. I mean, yeah. This is fun and interactive and enjoyable for everybody, as you can imagine. The old double Spidey nonsense. Galactus can be really good, Peter, when people don't know what they're doing into it, for sure. Mystical, there's absolutely no reason for us to have to play out there other than Spider-Man. Like, it is the only reason we would have to play anything early. Like, we can equally say don't play anything out because your opponent might have Enchantress, right? Like, it makes sense to hold the Patriot play where possible, because like Enchantress is equally likely in that spot. Glad you're enjoying it, Chad. That is a heck of a Bast variant. Look at that. Alright. So I think we're going to go Brood into the vault. Is it me singing? It certainly is not. This is simply a copyright-free track. Yeah, I think the pass is more than fine there. Like, exposing the Patriot stuff early just is only better into exactly the Spider-Man line. I think we're doing this. Yeah, it's a really, really nice Bast variant now. I like it quite a lot. Opponent will negative. So I think we are just likely to be Blue Marvel into Mystique Patriot here. Alternatively, we can Sarah our way into Mystique Patriot Shocker. This is a bit of a toughie. I kind of think I'm supposed to Sarah so that I'm better into Mojo World. I think this ends up being slightly better. You love the Hip variants. Dan Hip does some incredible artwork, yeah. Big agree. Kind of with the Iron Man into Nidavellir. Interesting. So I guess it is just gonna be. So I should just Patriot Mystique mid now. It should just be this. Yeah, Sarah's better if I draw the Surfer too. You're not wrong. Ironheart across the board. Black Widow is fine. And they surf? Sure. Didn't think we were winning all 3 locations there, I'll be honest. I will take that. Deal. Cool. If we win one more location with 20 or more power, it'll be time to crack some caches, chat, and you'll get to take some guesses at what we're going to open. You're doing it the right way, and that's wrong. Nice. You love to hear it. Folks, if you are joining us and you're enjoying the show so far, having a good time hanging out, I ask you to do me a small favor, if you don't at all mind. Please consider just liking the video for me. Just go and press that upward thumb down the bottom. Really helps us out with all the algorithm nonsense. It's very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate all the subs and love tonight as well. It's been very nice to see so far. So I kind of want to Patriot into nowhere to keep it safe from Enchantress and stuff. So I'm going to play the other things out into the other 2 lanes. How do you know you're playing against the bot? There's a few ways of doing it. It's a bit too complex to kind of sit there and talk about in one go. There's a few. I know Nina is Noob did a really good video on it a little while ago. I would recommend maybe taking a look at that one because there's a few dedicated ways of knowing. The big ones really are like if they have effects that you can't actually own. You know, no colored background but has a Kirby crackle or something like this. But there's a few ways of knowing. Fair enough, Chad. Hopefully you have a lovely day. Hopefully you enjoy the cache opening in a moment. See if we can't get around to that quickly for you. Opponent with the Electro. Makes me wish that I had Debris. Yeah, I wish I had Debris right now to screw the Galactus. Because now I think I eat a Galactus. I'll keep going for now because the chance that it isn't, but we probably get smoked by okay. Oh, this is definitely the Galactus. Hey Matty, I'm doing alright, thank you. Hopefully you are too. I mean, we are definitely dead. Like, I think it's basically impossible for us to not be dead. Can you imagine if I just debris on the right? How much better life would be? Peter, unfortunately, no. I don't actually have much of a reason to... Oh, Galactus. Galactus was so strong, he crashed my game. I have no reason why so many of them are kind of in-game, but not in-game, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, we knew this was coming, obviously. Like, it's pretty obvious after the Doc arc, even before that, but they had already snapped, we had already stayed, so there's no reason to leave until the final turn of the game, just in case they don't have it. Ah, happy for you, Matty. Hopefully you're having a good time with it, bud. Good luck out there. Fairly certain we've actually not drawn Ultron until just now, by the way. Might be the first time we've drawn it. Opponent with the Psylocke. We find a Shocker. They want to snap, so I'm assuming they haven't missed a negative once again in that neck of the woods. I do not think we're out of this just yet. Indeed. Good old Psylocke into negative on turn 3 is pretty good. And with the Hell's Kitchen, cards being drawn. How do we want to do this? So I guess my plan is to go... So I think I go... Misty Knight Patriot. The leader hates calmed down a bit as of late. Yeah, I mean, I think it actually frustrates me a little more right now because of the most recent nerf, but I think I'm in the minority. We weren't being 15 power on the right here, that's for sure. I think we are doomed. So we can only add... Well, yeah, the rogue's going to seal it. Cool. I wonder if spots like that I'm just supposed to be like, yeah, my hand isn't absolutely cracked, so let it go. It's bit of a tough one, honestly. Hey Kenshiro, quick question. Will you be doing a rate my deck video? Probably not, I don't think. It's a bit of a weird one, stuff like that, because with everyone's collection being different in Marvel Snap, like, it's not overly useful for a lot of people to watch me review other people's decks and be like, you could do this, because I would need to ask all those people to submit decks with a full collection that they've got, you know, what cards they have access to, what they don't, and like, if people just submit the same stuff and then I'm just answering the same question all over again, it's a bit of a tough one to make content out of, I think. Crawl, yeah, you just log in with your Google account. You can use it on both. I certainly will, Prywood, no worries. I'm sure you can tag him on socials if you like as well, but he'll be happy to hear that. Opponent with the big old Maximus. Interesting. This probably doesn't end up being... Probably doesn't end up being an Ultron game, so I think we're going to go Debris here. And I'll Misty here instead of the Rock going there, I think. Surfer now, maybe, in case of Leech. I don't think the Moon Girl decks tend to be Leech decks, for the most part, but not a terrible suggestion. I think Sarah is better than Blue Marvel here for the most part. I'm so ready to get leeched as soon as I've said that, but I think we just have enough raw stats that's probably okay anyway. Watch. Watch as it's always a leech. How? Like, why are we doubling leech? What? Oh. Okay, maybe I'm missing something in Snap at the minute, because someone knows something that I don't. Brandon, yeah, that's correct. At the moment, we don't have ways to clear. We can in the future, but at the moment, that's not a thing that I think is possible currently. I don't understand why is this a thing that we're doing? But sure. Like, I'm willing to accept that I got there, but still. Opponent does retreat. I think we're mostly right to not play around the leech there, because not only do I think it's pretty unlikely they have it, but more importantly, if they do have it, our hand is still actually quite big. Like, you just have a large amount of stats in your hand from the buff from Wakandan Embassy, so I think it's mostly okay to just be alright with it. Death's Domain. Well, we can get into that one. Ultron will help in that regard. Never mind. Reality Stone says no. Moon Goal Leader is wild. It can be. Certainly can be, if you have a way of playing them both. Not an awful lot going on for us here early. Looking for Patriot, ideally, to start stacking up Patriot, Mystique, Blue Marble, Ultron. Squirrels say no. Fair enough, Peter. I respect that. I can definitely see why you would feel that way. Squirrel's actually kind of taking up a lot of space here. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like we are just on the Cyclops here for the most part. So you're biased. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Hopefully, opponent didn't want Death's Domain, because Death's Domain with the Danger Room is pretty wild. It certainly can be, yeah. Quinjet with Moon Girl is always a lot of fun, personally. I quite enjoy it. Opponent is out of here. I think they may have scuffed up their positioning on the Bifrost. We have some recovery to do. We have yet to play a Silver Surfer, which is not... We haven't played an Ultron either. So, currently, not really doing what the deck is here to do. But I guess we'll keep on trying to remedy that. He says, hopefully. Wistfully. Praying to a god that doesn't exist. Good afternoon, Gene. I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm a bit on the tired side. Been a really busy chunk of days for me as of late, so admittedly, catching up with me a bit, feeling it a bit. But hopefully just looking to chill out tonight, enjoy some games with the folks here at Snapzone. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Max, fair enough. Like, Patriot is not a deck that's for everyone. You can actually probably tell by the border on my Patriot and my Shocker and stuff that I don't exactly play this deck very often. Patriot's not a deck I've played very much at all. I think I'm fine throwing some rocks around here. The question is where I want them to go. On the snaps. Yeah, the beautiful part of Marvel Snap is that there's something a bit different for everybody, right? You're always going to try and find something that different people enjoy to play with. It's kind of the beauty of it, in my opinion, anyway. Do you think it's possible to get to Infinite with Zabu, Moondevil, but all the cards are pulled too except for Zabu? I mean, it's possible to get to Infinite with anything, I think. This one is currently featured on our tier list, Ichigai. We think this deck is quite good, and it's been putting up results in terms of averages, so giving it a shake tonight with this current variation. Not used to playing this exact list, but have played a fair bit of Patriot Surfer at this point. People have tried doing stuff like that, but yeah, I'm not so sure it's its own archetype, really. I was on the road, Gene, yeah, but just a busy weekend. Hopefully you have been enjoying your grind. Keep up the good work. Good luck for the rest of it. I'm glad you love Patriot, did you? That's what it's all about. Like, again, I think Marvel Snap's really good at that. It provides a very diverse, different style of stuff, so that if you enjoy different stuff than other people, you're still going to have a pretty good time. At least that's how I feel about it, anyway. So I think we go Patriots into Mystique Wasp Surfer. Is that going to be right? I think so. So we're going to go Shocker, Patriot into Mystique Wasp Surfer. Hey Rob Knight, how we doing? Hopefully all is okay with you. Howdy, howdy. Opponent Will Scorpion. Cool, so we go Mystique, Wasp, Surfer. I think we're good here. Yeah, Snap has a lot of moving pieces, an awful lot of moving pieces. Yeah, Infinite's mostly a time investment for sure. Like, obviously getting there faster is a different skill, but assuming you're just like retreating when you should be, snapping when you should be, I'm pretty sure most people can get there in time. Opponent plays it out. Looks like they might have a Surfer themselves. No. So, more Patriot. Wasp. Surf. There we go. Very, very nice. That one, more how we draw it up. Alright, the comeback train is on. Let's try and recover some of these cubes we lost early. Alright. Time for us to do the once a stream cash crack. So, we flip on over to this screen while we do it. We have some credits to upgrade on some stuff. Hey coach, how you doing? Hopefully all is well with you. And then we'll be cracking some caches. Chat, this is your opportunity to guess what we're going to open. If you've got particularly strong opinions about things that we are going to open, now is the time to tell me. We're going to get Darkhawk its first split. So it will finally have an Infinity Split with 500 of our credits. Cool, so we'll come back to this in a moment. Let's give Darkhawk its split. There we go. And we're also going to give Scorpion its first split. Chad says Galactus. That would be quite cool now, wouldn't it? So 2 to open so far. I don't think we have enough credits to do any more. Titles and avatars. Reasonable suggestions. M'Baku. We reckon M'Baku. Alright. Titles and avatars. Chat, why don't you want me to have nice things? I'm missing a lot of Bull 4 cards, yeah. A lot of them, actually. Alright. Collector's Reserve. Number 1. That is one handsome Star-Lord. We will be using this one if we ever use Star-Lord. This is a handsome, handsome man. Collector's Reserve number 2. 100 tokens. F. Well, that wasn't particularly great. Back to the games. Below average. It's a pretty great one. I'm a big fan of that variant. It's pretty sweet. Well, my Wasp now costs 1, which is actually somewhat annoying. Project Pegasus says, never mind. Yeah, not particularly great. Do I implement channel giveaways? Sadly, not really, because I do not own the channel, and therefore it's not me who gets to decide how the money is used. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played Star-Lord, to be honest. I think I'm getting this Wasp on the table now, mostly because I think we're going to be a bit heavy on the mana curve to fit a 1-cost in. Opponent would a Shuri into a 14 power Maximus. Very nice. Case opening, Chad. I find it kind of hard to save caches because I think, basically, I want cards to make content. But I do like doing it. Why am I not saving tokens for the patch? Because, again, that's not massively fun for me. I would rather just crack them now, to be honest. Like, it feels like I'm trying to meta-game the game at that point. I just don't really enjoy doing that. Take care, Max. Have a good one. Want to make your own channel? This is my job, Manga. This is what I do for a living. I work for Marvel Snap Zone. I really don't mind people being here on the channel. It's okay with me. I'm not giving away beard hairs. That would be exceptionally weird. I guess we have to brood over here and hope the thing that we hit isn't too bad. Opponent with the Thor. Opponent Super Scroll will give them a Sarah. That's pretty crappy. Okay. Looking for something to Mystique. Kind of the plan at the moment. Think we are just going to Cyclops. Yeah, looking for Patriot here in an ideal world. Opponent will Arrow, sure. Ultron is not happening this game. Board is too full. This is a bit rough. I kind of don't want a debris right now. I'm going to need some space to play everything. So I guess we just Misty and we hope to hit the Patriot. We're wanting to do it. So 50-50. Opponent will leader themselves a Misty Knight. I hope they enjoy that. Perfect. So now snapping is probably suboptimal, and we're going to go Patriot, Mystique, Silver Surfer. Yeah, Inked Art Germ Arrow is nice. Big agree. Down to just 12 cards for Series 3. Good luck, good luck. Cracked it. Snapping there isn't correct, guys. I don't think so anyway. Like, I think there's a good chance if I snap on turn 6 there, my opponent just leaves, right? That feels like a turn 6 snap you can't make. But maybe I'm being too conservative. I would rather take my 2 cubes there, I think. I think there's enough of a chance my opponent runs that I would rather take my second cube. Iceman does spike the Sarah, which means that's not getting played this game. Which is a shame, because the rest of this hand is very well put together for Sarah. Oh well. Monster Metropolis, sure. We will go Cyclops. Opponent with the Maximus. So we have some options here. I think we are going to go... People are stingy with their cubes in the 80s. Yeah, they can be. They can be. How do we get this all on the table this time around? Very nice, Yankel. Well done. So we go 4, 5, 6. That's probably not too bad, to be honest. Let's try that. Everyone playing Leader Leech. I haven't seen it that much today, to be honest. But
No. We're a
brand new subscriber coming in, Telex. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Welcome on in to Marvel Snap Zone. Hopefully you're having a lovely day today. Opponent with the 14 power vision. 2 seconds into the game, Snap. I mean, there's a lot of turn 1 snappers out there. Okay. So we have some options here. Mitchell, basically Blue Marvel offers you more stats overall when you're going quite this wide, for the most part. Your turn 1 snapper come at you. This is interesting. So we can Ultron and have chunks of power. Yeah, Marvel Surfer last turn if you have it is great. I think I'm doing this. What is my opponent doing? Why would you move Vision mid? It's gonna die. What did they do? Why would you... Hello? Okay. I'm scared and confused. Opponent probably not having the best of days. I think. Yeah, Shuri proving to be a bit good. Hey, Kirk, if I were to rate Zabu against Silver Surfer, which one's better? I think for the most part, I think Surfer is the more powerful card. Zabu is the more dangerous one, I guess. Insert Deadpool emote. Yeah, something like that. I'm not arguing. I'll take the cubes. That's fine. But I don't know what just happened. Okay. Well, we don't want this Electro because that's not what we're about. I do think we're probably going to want to make a few debris here. Shuri facepalming right. Yeah, Vision had one job, and Vision just flies into a building and blows up. Not exactly ideal. Do you like rocks, chat? Because I like rocks. Yeah, Surfer's way more flexible. So I think what we actually do here... We're dead to the Galactus anyway. We get leeched, which is annoying, but fine. Ed, yeah, maybe. I'm not 100% sold on it being bad just yet, but we're kind of working that out. Yeah, there is a Thanos animation in the works, yeah. We know that it's coming. Opponent will Doom. Doom is not enough. Copy Surfer. I mean, I could start spamming Surfers there, but I think I would rather fill my opponent's board up, honestly. Yeah, I've not been a big fan of the Ultron so far. We haven't really found a window to play it, but I've not really given it its fair shake yet. So Ultron's not in the version of this deck that I normally play, but this is kind of why we try things out, right? Good deck with Viper. Viper tends to be good with the Hood and with the Sentry. They tend to be the cards that are kind of the best targets for it. You can also play it alongside Debris to like send rocks over to your opponent. Those tend to be the big hitters. Okie dokie. Kind of want to hide this Brood. Kind of just want to give my opponent a rock. I'm going to try and give my opponent a rock. Yeah, Doom might actually be better here, not sure. I feel like most of our turn 6s end up being 3s anyway. Is the thing. It's kind of intriguing. Okay, so we can go Cyclops. Yeah, Cyclops is fine here. So we've got 5 cards in deck. The Mystique is kind of perfect. So I think I would like to go... hide the Ultron. And then go Wasp, Patriot, Mystique. Okay. I might regret snapping. Let's find out, I guess. I feel like this is like hella. The down hit Wasp is very nice, yeah, big agree. I'm not sure, Peter. I would be a little surprised. maybe in time, but I don't know.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
We are not having a good run of it today, are we? Magneto goes left, we're fine. Jeez. No worries, Luke. Take care of yourself. Have a good one. I think that final turn is mostly fine. I think you beat a lot of combinations of things being discarded to Hela. Definitely been one of those nights so far tonight. We are getting a bit unlucky when you're basically flipping for 8 cubes. That's going to happen sometimes. I don't think you can just be retreating for 4 cubes when you're basically 50-50. Tough one. Yeah, stay hydrated out there. Hopefully the flu doesn't knock you around too much. So we'll try and stay out of Strange Academy for now. There is... Oh. No one's conservative with cubes in the 90s, apparently. Hey, Toby, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. But we'll storm the Oscorp Tower. Petition to change Ultron to Doom. We might. We might. So now I think what we have to do is probably go debris. Final Juggernaut moves nobody, thankfully. So now my opponent really can't play on turn 5, which is quite good for me, no? So I now have to Surfer here, I think. Oh, Peter, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully some nice stuff turns up for you soon. Opponent will Killmonger, sure. That's actually oh, dude! How are you gonna... Oh, man, we are running so bad. The Killmonger making space for debris to get murdered. Just like... Okay. I guess. We are having a rough time today. Hopefully we can find something that sticks today shortly. We are on the end of all the horrible beats right now. I don't think Ultron right ever wins that game, unfortunately. 7 power on the right probably just isn't enough when they snap so early. Oh, we do not want in-game chat. You will just get people being toxic as ass. Definitely don't want that. Iceman hits the Sarah as it tends to do. No Sarah for us this game. Definitely not playing a Wasp just yet. Scorpion will take some stats off. The old Iceman Scorpion start is always just so good. Kiln is up next. I guess we're going to debris in that case. I think I'm going to start stacking this Wasp, honestly. At this point, it's not worth any stats anywhere else. Might as well just start getting some power on it in Miri Isle. Opponent will Cosmo. Means no rocks for us or them. We'll get the Cyclops over here. No, in-game chat does not sound like a good idea, I'll be honest. Opponent wants to snap, I'm probably just getting out of here. This disruptive start has indeed put us in the floor. Whew. What else am I kind of in the mood to try? I've been meaning to try out some of these like combined win condition decks that we keep seeing recently. I think I'd like to do that as well. The negative Surfer, Patriot, Wong, Tiger nonsense. That might be a bit of fun. Just all the win conditions, that deck. There's a mute. Yeah, I don't think you ever want that. Yeah, Patrick, to be fair, his animation's really good. Death's Domain. Well, I was going to go into Kiln with this Brood, but I don't think I can anymore. More emo options? Emo options are fine, yeah. Maybe I can. Because we have the Ultron. Yeah, I can do this, because we have the Ultron anyway, right? What are my thoughts on the Neon Challenge rewards? Yeah, it feels a bit whatever, honestly. Whack damn no, there are no token bundles coming soon as far as we currently know.
So, this all seems horrible.
Brand new coming in. Cratchaw, thank you very much, appreciate you. Welcome on in to Marvel Snap Zone. Okay, so if we go Cyclops, Surfer Ultron, that's probably the way to go. Opponent with the Atoma. Wow. Well, maybe not. Maybe we're just going Patriot Mystique Surfer. I think so. Opponent's out of here. Yeah, I think I wanted to play this deck. We featured this in Infinite Decks of the Week. And we also talked about it in the tier list this week. It's this weird deck that I'm not sure I fully understand, that I'm definitely curious about. So let's try this thing. You ever seen an abomination quite like this one, chat? Because this deck is quite something, alright. I'm curious to see exactly what this thing can do. I am very, very curious. Image saved, ready to go. Are you ready to play with all the win conditions? Let us see. You watch the videos? Oh, that's good. That's good. That's reassuring, Bryce. Yeah, this one is definitely a little fruity. We need the 7th win con? Nah, 6 is enough. Is Darkhawk Zabu the best deck in the game? At the moment, I think it's probably Shuri 0, which is what our tier list suggested today. But Dark Hawk Zabu is very good. Mr. Negative without Iron Man is a crime. Is it though? Oh, I love baiting the Scorpion. Whenever you get the Scorpion by basting, it's just the best. I love it. It's so good. All right. So we're gonna go Patriot here, I think. Doesn't run on Baku. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think I'm fine running out the Patriot here, more as a recipient of the Surfer buff later. I think it makes it better, Peter. I'm not sure by how much, but I do think it makes it better. Negative. I think we're supposed to snap here. Our hand kind of does the thing. Anything with Shuri's good? The card is quite powerful, yep. It is in my shop currently. Opponent will Polaris the Bast over. So I'm going to go Brood Sinister. Am I doing that? Am I doing that? I think so. Opponent with the leech means we are probably really sad. Scorpion is very good, yeah.
All systems go.
Okay, Ironheart is certainly something. We got a good shot at winning this, I think. Opponent's out of here. This deck needs M'Baku. Does it, though? Does it? Got leeched. Didn't matter. Very nice. You know what's good against leech? You know what's really good against leech? Patriot buffs. My cards all get bonuses if I have no abilities. Thank you very much, Dobler. I appreciate that. Doing my best. I do try. Bast is a good draw here. That's pretty solid. Are we just going to be duplicating Patriots here? I think we might be. I'm going to snap here again. Zabu just a discount Wong. So Zabu is a unique piece in this deck that allows you to make kind of weird plays on turn 4, where sometimes you will have both the 4s, sometimes you'll play a 4 alongside a 2. But it's mostly one of the more higher upside 3s to pick up a Surfer buff. Okay. Kind of struggling on the draw front here, admittedly. options here. Yeah, you can do Wong Surfer combos on 6 thanks to Zabu. That is correct. I think we just brood here. Rob, this is one that made Infinite this last week. It's definitely exploring some concepts that other people aren't. I think it's very interesting, and that's kind of why I'm looking forward to playing it today. It was on my list to get around to, and I have only kind of just gone around to it. Why no Absorbing Man? But making a play on turn 4 is a bit hard with this deck a lot of the time, I think. So we're going to go Wongers. Wongers into Wolfsbane Surfer, probably. Opponent will Nova Killmonger again. Hey Vanilla, how you doing? Mitchell, honestly, I can't say I'm necessarily sure what I can suggest in this deck yet, because I just haven't... I'm like 2 games in with it, personally, so I can't say I'm confident enough to suggest suggestions. Opponent has reveal priority here, unfortunately. But I'm pretty sure what we're supposed to do is just this. Obviously, if we see a Cosmo here or something, we're going to be very sad, but... No worries, Mitchell. Hopefully our games today can help give you an idea. I'm good, thank you, Vanilla. Isn't Zabu kind of weird? So yeah, it's kind of explained a minute ago. Zabu is in this deck very much as a case of it allows you to make Wong Surfer plays on 6. And more importantly, it's just a decent 3 for you to pick up a buff from Silver Surfer. Opponent's final turn there was not very good, in my opinion. You've actually been thinking about getting into Marvel Snap. Well, this is the right place to hopefully help you with some of that. Favorite variant? It is Rian Gonzalez's Rogue, is my favorite variant. There we go. Very, very nice. This felt pretty good. You have a lot of options, that's for sure. Feels like this deck could be quite complicated because you really do have to pick a line to play towards. Very interesting. Yeah, Ed, they are definitely kind of around there right now. I think there are... So, I mean, to be fair, 3 of the 5 Tier 2 decks on the tier list this week have no Series 4 or 5 cards, but... Surfer and Zabu are obviously pretty big deals in Snap right now. We've gained a copy of our opponent's Absorbing Man. Yeah, Zabu on 5 can also help you in spiking a 3 and a 4. Sakar unfortunately pulls an Ironheart, which is not the best. Pulls our opponent's Spider-Man. Oh, we won't be playing over there now, will we? I guess we try and give our opponent a rock. Choose a number 1 to 20. 17. We'll go for 17. Opponent with Zabu, sure. So they are going to be getting a rock, which is good for us. We accept. Okay. So what have we got left in our deck to negative at this point? There are 6 cards. We have a rock, the White Tiger, Wong, Patriot, Peter possibly. I'm not 100% sure. I think there are enough good things for us to hit here that I'm gonna negative. But with the Wong. Into Rock Slide, sure. Good choice, thank you, I think. It's not that I don't want the rock, Rob, it's that I would rather my opponent have the rock. So we do find our Patriots. So what is the line here? I think we are just going to go... Patriot Mystique Bast. I think. But it will absorb the rock slide. I'm assuming there's a Dark Hawk in our future. Oh, they did not know how Mystique and Absorbing Man worked, though. That did not go how they planned it to. Here's 10 the blue cameo. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate that. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much.
Sir, please put down the spear.
Thank you, thank you. Opponent's out of here. Yeah, we are indeed golden here. Dark Hawk not going to be good enough. Very nice. Have not seen a single Odin Wong Tiger deck in 2 months. Yeah, I know. I think it mostly just got outclassed by Black Panther. Thank you for the love tonight, folks. I appreciate it. Alright, well, we have a nice early Bast here, which I'm certainly not going to complain about. Blue Camo, thank you very much for becoming a channel member. Welcome on in, enjoy your new chat badge and your emojis, and thank you so much for supporting Marvel Snap Zone and what we're trying to do here on the channel. It really means a lot. Well, Carmitage is quite good for us. Asgard? So we're probably not winning this, sadly. But I do think we're happy to just Zabu here. Opponent with the Electro, sure. Yeah, to be fair, there is not exactly much Panther around. Welcome, welcome, Camo. Thank you for joining the crew. Well. That means a lot, Camo. Thank you. Why not snap when you see Carmitage? I don't think it's like we're necessarily sure that our opponent isn't going to be very good into Carmitage too. This does definitely smell like Galactus. And if it is Galactus, Carmitage means very little. Yeah, it definitely smells like Galactus to me. Which is why I'm actually going to make this decision. Oh, never mind. We are not beating that one. There is a lot of Galactus around tonight. There is a lot of Galactus around tonight. And more importantly, there's a lot of Leech around tonight too, which is a bit annoying for a deck like this. Oh, man, I hate it when stuff smells like Galactus. I can't imagine the world-ending deity smells particularly pleasant, to be honest. Would I still recommend Leader as a token shop purchase? I would. I still think the card is very, very strong. How much Leech have I seen tonight? A good bit. Good bit of Leech tonight. Ooh. A little bit of Bast as a treat. Little bit of Bast as a treat. I do love this card. I wish there was more decks it fit into, but I enjoy Bast. It's very strong. Brand new subscriber coming in. Cup on the floor. Hopefully you can get up off the floor sometime soon, but thank you for the brand new subscription. Welcome, welcome. Okay. He smells like grape jam. That's quite the statement. So I think we're going to go Brood here with the intention of going Wong White Tiger. Atonement, you're very welcome. I'm so happy that I've been able to help you out, my friend. Enjoy them. Opponent will negative on 3, courtesy of Psylocke. Does not die, which is quite nice. Alright, Wongers. Just missing leader and She-Hulk for Deathwave. Not long to go then, Victor. Good luck out there. Yeah, Bast is... In the right deck, Bast is bananas. The card is beyond corked when your deck is built around utilizing it. So basically you just want to draw the Silver Surfer here and we'll be okay. Okay. Now we're cooking with dynamite. Make some tigers and then look to hopefully Ironheart Surfer or Wolfsbane Surfer, depending on what we feel the need to do. Tiger. Panel magic, okay. Curious. Zabu instead of Wong? I don't think so. Realistically, we're not going to be playing negative if we draw it at that point. Seems unnecessary. So I will now try and go... Have I got any decent Mystique targets left? The Patriot? Yeah, sure. So I guess we hold on to the Mystique. So let's go... Yeah, I guess we go... It's actually quite tough. I guess we go... Wolfsbane Ironheart? Do I think Bast has a place in the buff Deadpool Venom list? Yeah, probably. I think there's a good chance that's the case. We do indeed get the Rogue to steal Wong before turn 7. This could be quite dangerous. The Wolfsbane is also going to be quite large. So opponent's getting many, many buffs in the Isle of Silence that we are not going to be getting. They're only getting... Oh, they're getting a lot of buffs here, huh? The Rogue stealing the Wong was pretty big. Goodbye! Yeah, Rogue was pretty clearly drawn, I think. But maybe they wanted to magic regardless. We will give up our 2 cubes if we get rogued. That is fine. Yeah, we were doing the math on a double surfer, Rob, and no, we cannot beat it. Which is fine. White Tiger gets pulled in by Sakaar. We make a Tiger Spirit. Opponent would like to make some squirrels. Sure. Opponent with Westview. We find a Bast. We will play said Bast. Hellfire Club, sure. Yeah, I think we're snapping now. Fun is sticking around. They have a Bucky Barnes, sure. What card am I working on splitting? I'm looking to split the Art Germ Aero again, actually. It is currently my goal. No, I think if you snap on Squirrel Girl versus White Tiger, a lot of the time your opponent probably just leaves, Rob. And I think with that kind of start, I would rather them stay ahead. And if I can let them catch up a bit, they might stay after the snap instead. Nexus, not the best for us here, but thankfully we do have 15 power in it already. We will negative. Opponent doesn't do anything. We draw the Surfer. Well, Wongers it is. This should be pretty good on the last turn of the game here. Opponent's still in the tank. Do I have any cards with the Kirby Crackle? I do not. Not yet. None. Rob, I used to actually play a lot of poker. A lot of it, actually. Thank you, Alan. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Everyone in Galactic snaps all the time. There's plenty of snaps in Galactic, yeah. Well, thank you for the arrow. I appreciate you moving my Silver Surfer into the middle for me at the end of the game. That definitely helps. We'll take our 4 cubes. This deck's been pretty sweet so far. Hopefully we can keep this one climbing. That would be nice. I'm not sold on Mr. Sinister, but I'm not entirely sure there's a better early minion that plays well with Patriot. Why not Surfer mid with 3 power? Because I added 6 power to the Wolfsbane by playing it on the Wong lane. You're all good, Raymond. You're all good. Central Park, probably pretty good for us here. Yeah, David, I feel your pain. I've been having a bit of a rough time of it the last few days too. Well, not so much the last few days. We've not played for a few days, but yeah. Okay, so I think we're going to hide the Patriot in the Dark Dimension. If we want a Wong Surfer on the last turn of the game, maybe we don't do that. I think we do that. Saw the Wong too late, easily done. Shocker instead of Sinister, maybe? I think... Not sure, maybe. So we negative here. So this is just Cerebro from our opponent. I think we're boned now. How goes the climb today? Really badly, unfortunately. I tend to spend my gold on whatever I feel like spending it on at the time. I'm not particularly regimented. Okay, I think we have to try and set up Wong Surfer in the Dark Dimension now to have a shot at winning this one. I do have the Archgem arrow, yeah. Yeah, sadly no Zabu. I have the Archgem White Queen too, it's pretty good. Yeah, to be fair, Sinister is definitely better with Bast and also better with Ironheart, so that makes a lot of sense. Peter, my priority right now is Shuri, actually, even though it's about to become Series 4. Hello. Yes, negative Mr. Sinister. Everyone's favourite. Do they have the double Cerebro? I imagine they do. But you know what double Cerebro doesn't beat, chat? Sinister seems like it's been fine in this deck, honestly, so far. Patriot double Surfer. Good lord, that was 31 points of stats into Karmatage on the last turn of the game. That is disgusting. Oh, Peter, the Archer Arrow is so gorgeous. I don't think I can pass on it. It's definitely one of my favorite variants. I do have it in gold currently, but I'm looking to get it to Inkify, hopefully. Mystique now costing 4, unfortunately. Thankfully, not the negative getting scored. Yeah, 33 points, I guess, actually, because the Patriot flipped, right? These are not good locations so far. We believe Pool 4 will not be first editions, I think. But I haven't had any more information than what we previously had. So don't quote me on anything, because I don't know. Sadly. This is really rough. I mean, I want a Surfer on the last turn of the game in Bar Sinister, really. So I guess we're just playing into Mirror Dimension for now. Art Jump Jane Foster's Your Goal is a nice one. Substitute for Bass. Unfortunately, I've not played the deck enough to give you a concrete answer on that one yet. What is this hot nonsense? What a terrible set of locations. Pass? Pass again? White Tiger? Archer and Valkyrie? I actually haven't seen that one, I don't think. We need to go and check. Folks, if you are joining me and you haven't already, please consider doing me a small... Oh my god! Please consider liking the stream. That would be great. I would really appreciate it if you wouldn't mind liking the stream. Oh my god. Well, that was a sugar show. You have a one variant per card rule, but you do regret it after buying Flaviano Darkhawk, and then the super rare one showed up. Ooh. That was quite the Cosmo. Atlantis, yeah, I think that deck is very good. I do think it's very, very, very good. The blowout. Dropped a like after that brutal play. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What is happening? And why is my opponent snapping? And why does my hand suck? Because they hit the 3 that I wanted to play. Should have done it on 5, clearly. Clearly, should have just done it on 5 and not been able to make a play on 6. Clearly. Yeah, opponent knew what I was up to. Alright, I mean, this is probably correct, but... Opponent with the Zabu. Yeah, need that priority, apparently. Have I tried the buff? What is Subterranea doing here? Have I tried the buff leader? I have not. No. Not in negative. I have not. Opponent will White Queen into a 3, and White Queen into another 3. The Cosmo play was nasty. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. White Tiger is pretty reasonable here, actually. Yeah, I think we're happy to do this. Fine with the Iron Heart they stole, and a Scorpion that they didn't. Looking for something to join this Mystique. That is not the thing I was looking for. So I guess at the moment we are probably on... Sinister Ironheart. There's no point retreating when we already stayed past the initial snap. We might as well play out the game and see if we improve. We don't lose anything extra by staying till turn 6, you know? Sadly, we will be retreating here. Opponent will have their 2 cubes. With post-leashed cards, it's quite funny. I do think the upside of having Patriot in your Surfer deck so that you have a backup plan if you get leached is kind of cool. Well, this is a good little bast. My turn to snap early, I suppose.
But what are we, a team? No.
Brand new subscriber coming in, Benjamin Garrity, thank you so much, appreciate you. Welcome on in to Marvel Snap Zone. I think we do... Wow, nowhere really blows, huh? We do have 1 million on reveals, so that kind of sucks. Might not Brood here. Might just Ironheart. Mindscape. Well, we drew a Surfer. Now I kind of don't want to do that. Ugh. This nowhere is causing us a lot of havoc. Lot of havoc. Alright. You're taking a shot every time I snap on turn 1. Don't encourage me to make you drunk. Opponent with their own Patriots. We find ours, which I kind of feel the need to play. Before not playing it gets me in trouble. Mr. Sinister carrying, kinda. Doing its best. Opponent makes that second Patriot into a Misty Knight. Alright, sadly we've got a Surf here. We do not have a choice. Imagine he gets my Patriot. That would be bad. That would be bad. And we can't afford to really give him the Surfer here either, so we got to remember they have a Wolfsbane and a 3-power Ironheart. Opponent will Debris and Shocker. Well. So I think 8 power is the best we can do here, right? So the Wolfsbane... adds 7 power, so we're still winning this. Surfer doesn't beat us on the left. I think we're just playing a copy of the thing here, right? Peter, if there's demand for it, I'm not against doing that. The Ironheart could add 6 over here, which could tie if we're really unlucky. I think we're good into most things here. Opponent's out of here. Perfect. Got to do the math. Got to make sure we aren't losing to our own cards, but we are all good. Perfect. Yeah, if there's like, if people want like a Series 4-5 tier list, then I can definitely make one, but I haven't really seen people asking me for that, to be honest. Oh boy, Subterranea. Well, the only card that punishes me for holding on to Bast is if I draw exactly Mr. Sinister. Otherwise, I'll do this and get myself a 3 power rock. Do my best, Rob. Do my best. Been an interesting day so far, let's put it that way. Alright, I'm game to play the Zabu here. Looking to draw negative or Wong for the reward. If not, we'll probably just try and fill the raft up if possible. Kappa, I have played like less than 10 games with this deck, or like 10 games with this deck. Like, I don't think I'm willing to make changes just yet. Want to understand a little more about it. Yeah, look at that low value rock over there. Huh? So I think I'm on low value rock first here. And again, I'm going to try and fill the raft if possible. It would punish me for not playing the Bast immediately, so that I wouldn't be able to play Bast on turn 2 because I want to play Sinister on 2, right? Because then I have to play Sinister on 3 instead of playing a 3. OP Rock certainly is. We're going to build a wall and make the opponent pay for it. How you doing, Brandon? Hopefully all is well with you. Okay, so I kind of want a Tiger, but I want to fill the raft, so we're gonna do that. We'll play our overpowered rock. Overpowered rocks are in fact overpowered. We find a Galactus. That was not worth it. Kappa, you've got to remember, it's not about cheating 1 in 10 games. It's about Zabu being a good hit for Surfer and enabling Wong plus Surfer on turn 6. Oh, Rez, sorry that you haven't got negative. Hopefully you can play it soon. This was such a crap hit. Think we're out. Yeah, that's kind of the thought process. Like, you're not a Zabu deck at its core. You are very much using it as a a bridge. Iceman hitting the Brood is a little annoying. Not the end of the world. Mr. Sinister is probably fine here. Well, it snaps. We draw a rock. This player really likes to snap on 3, huh? We do keep seeing this today. Yeah, I think this hand is good enough to stick around, so I'm going to. Subterranean hot location looks like it, huh? Yeah, they are just pretty happy to snap on Zabu basically every time they see it. So we can play Brood here because Citadel will spin the compound somewhere else. But will Rock Slide into Moon Girl? Sure. That is another rock. 11 cards in our deck. I imagine we are in a fair amount of trouble here. I don't think this is a bot, because they are playing, you know, Darkhawk. Yeah, well, we know they're Moon Gold, so no win there. Pretty frustrating set of games, honestly. Hopefully we can kind of spin this around. Rough bunch of games today. Hitting a lot of the same players as well. It's kind of boring. Oh, I know, Toby. Don't worry. Don't worry. Crawl, for the most part, your best plan is to, like, screw with the Invisible Woman, or to do things like Maximus, for example. Rob, I'm fine to see a turn 3 Zabu. Like, if my opponent wants to snap and play Zabu on 3, I'm okay with that. It will not always be Darkhawk and Rock Slide on 4. And if it is, I lost an extra cube, sure. But I think there's going to be a lot of games that you can win that do not have that be the case, personally. I think we're going Wolfsbane, Wong, White Tiger. Replacement for Bast. I've unfortunately not played the deck enough to know what I would say is acceptable in that spot. I do think it feels like it's quite important so far. Yeah, I think a lot of people... What am I doing? Alright, now I hadn't... Okay. Now I have to Brood, because otherwise the Wolfsbane dies. I need to wake up, dude. Weekend is catching up with me, and I am very, very, very tired. So we now need to do this so that only the monster dies, and not the Wolfsbane. It's not great, but... Oh! Never mind. Opponent is going to Galactus us. And so, so nothing will be moving and dying. Yeah, locations aren't great, but these things happen. I need to wake up. I'm definitely struggling with the last few days catching up with me a bit, and that's okay. Like, I'm not going to play perfectly every day. It's so good. Plot twist: everything dies. Every single thing dies. Opponent wants to snap here, I'm probably going to leave. That's fine. Started pretty strong on this one. Wheels have kind of come off a bit. Last few games haven't had the most succinct draws. See if we can turn that around a bit. Isle of Silence, sure. Okay, well this is fine. We can Zabu on here on 3 here probably, get ourselves ready to go a little bit wider. We do even find the Wong, which is quite nice. So Zabu on 3. Well, I'm not retreating to the snap here. People are very aggressively snapping tonight, which makes me want to be significantly more passive. That doesn't beat death though, Rob. Oh, David, it's so easy to do. We all want to gamble. We all want to gamble. Gambling can be fun sometimes. Opponent with the Maximus, sure. So we'll go Wong, Mr. Sinister. Opponent with the Shuri. This is largely why I didn't snap back. Our hand is good, but I don't think we're necessarily being double Shuri. Let's see where the big thing goes, I suppose. Is a 60 power Red Skull that I imagine is going to get Taskmastered. It lands mostly under Zabu control. That kind of spot, honestly, Peter. We mentioned it briefly in the article this week. As a way you can play a control deck that doesn't include Zabu. This is never not Taskmaster, right? Like, I can Brood Surfer and like Surfer 4 times, but yeah. Yeah, it does feel like Shuri Zero kind of makes you just have to like Shuri Zero just makes me feel like I have to have a Shang-Chi in my deck, or I just lose to them like every single game. Like, I think that deck is so hard to beat without access to the below. What? Subterranea. Leave me alone. Why is there so many rocks today? Hey, Brooks, how we doing? Hopefully all is well with you. Yeah, it's definitely a retreat, no doubt about that, but good lord, are we having some awful location variants. Alrighty. Shuri is proving to be a bit good, yeah. Well, we will brood into the danger room. The question is whether or not we're going to negative this game, given there's so many rocks in our deck. Opponent will indeed Polaris over the Bast. Sure. Well, that's one of the 5 rocks. I guess we're doing this because if we draw more rocks, we're probably not winning anyway. Opponent will Maximus, unfortunately before the negative. Oh, hello. Shang-Chi doesn't really fit what this deck is trying to do, unfortunately, Ed. You're very synergistic all around, so you end up taking up a lot of space with tech cards. You break up a lot of your synergies. So I guess we could actually technically draw Mystique. So we should do this way. More rocks. Good chance with Tiger Surfer here. 0 power rock. 0 cost rock. Look at the value. So we can either Ironheart Surfer, which I think might be a bit better, or Tiger Surfer. I think Ironheart Surfer ends up being better, so we're going to do this. We can also do this. So we go Wolfsbane, Ironheart Surfer. Final Storm.
Aid my hand.
And Surfer themselves. Do I think we'll get the option to choose what border a card has when it's unlocked? I think we will eventually, yeah. Should Surfer in case of Leech? I'm pretty sure my opponent's a Surfer deck here based on the early game like turns, so I'm not so worried about getting leeched. There we go. Very much coming to fruition the way that it should. Turn 5 played a rock. Certainly did. A whole rock. I feel like Subterranea probably wasn't very kind to my opponent. So this probably ends up being Sinister into Patriot. Do I recommend this deck? It's been pretty sweet so far, honestly. I'm not sure about all the details so far. We have been a bit up and down. I've not been playing the best Snap today. But it's been pretty fun. Opponent, of course, high rolls the Danger Room and gets a Winter Soldier. Cloning Vats. Don't mind if I do. Do I have time for multiple Patriots here? Maybe not. So we're going to be going Wong into White Tiger here realistically. Probably into 2/3s. I feel like we probably don't. So I think what I'm going to do is go... I guess this is better if the Danger Room spins right. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Final Death Block, give themselves another Death Block. We will make another Patriot. So, Wong as it is. Final with another Death Block. Just deploying raw stats, it would seem. Danger Room spins left, which is definitely better for us in this spot. We'll go White Tiger. Are we snapping here? 4 cards in deck. We're 25% to draw Brood. Alternatively, we're going to be able to go just like Ironheart across the board. Sure. Or counter this deck? I think this deck is pretty soft to a lot of things. Like, it depends on which of the win cons they draw, basically. Like, Wong, White Tiger, Surfer, these all get shut down by Leech, all get shut down by Cosmo. Patriot gets shut down by Enchantress. Wong gets shut down by Enchantress. I think there's plenty of things you can expect to see countering you in this one. Interesting. So, opponent has destroyed one thing. So their death is not cheap enough. Yeah, Galactus dumpsters you with this deck as well, I think, most of the time. Any Bass replacements? I don't think so. She seems pretty important, but I don't think I've played enough games so far to be 100%. I think I'm going with the Wolfsbane. Do I have Dark Orc? Yes. Yes, I do. Oh my god, what? Yeah, Bast is a she. Yeah, leader is going to get us there, I suppose.
Please tell me nobody kissed me.
Brain was too focused on death not being turned on that I didn't get to leader in time, I guess. Tia Ben, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Opponent didn't snap back. I think I'm probably playing that one out even if leader's on the mine, to be honest. I think it's the only thing we actually lose to most of the time. So I will donate some cubes to leader and move on with my life. Yeah, leader copy in the buffed Wolfsbane is pretty gnarly. Why does leader copy buff cards? Because he does. For reasons. It does create a pretty horrible play experience, unfortunately. Guess this is just Patriot, but I'm not really sure where I want it to go. I intend on negativing, so I really can't play into Vibranium Mines. I don't want it to be a symbiote. This is just like all bad. What do I place on a Bar Sinister location? I mean, probably the Surfer most of the time, I would think. Sometimes White Tiger. Whatever you like, really. I think I have to do this. Kind of sucks, but... Final War Maximus. You meant that with all the sarcasm in the world? I mean, understandable, honestly. So, negative now only flips 4 cards, which actually isn't even that good. White Tiger's already in our hand. I think I go Zabu, so that I can go Wong into 3 into stuff. The symbiote would get a Patriot buff, yes. So Wong Ironheart, I think, here. Or I can Wong Wong. Wong Wong actually seems pretty nuts here, right? Alright. Don't do me dirty, opponent. Wong Wong. Patriot without set. I mean, just put... I'd put Patriot there a lot of the time if that's the case. Yeah, we know why. Oh, my... Good lord. Okay, well... That ruins a lot of our fun. Now I kind of just want to make tigers. Yeah, now we're making tigers. So this is making 2, 4 tigers. We can afford to do this. Tigers. No tigers. It has been one of those days, huh? We're doing the thing that our deck is designed to do, and our opponents are just completely diming us at, like, every opportunity. Oh, buddy. Aero Magneto. Been one of those days today. Tis gonna happen sometimes. Okay. Yeah, good arrow into Magneto from my opponent for sure. Danger room ticks on up. It's a hard knock life. Something like that, yeah. Okay. How do we want to do this? I think the Zabu mostly goes in the Dark Dimension as a thing to get buffed. I don't think we ever worry about having the difference, the reduction. We are going to negative here. See what we can flip on over. Opponent will Jubilee into an Absorbing Man with no targets. Rock Slide puts some rocks in our deck, which we will of course draw after we miss the negative. Oh, buddy. Can we get a little bit of luck? The answer apparently is no. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely running pretty bad today, but I'm also not playing the best either. Horrible mixture of things. I guess we'll see just how bad my luck is.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Man, give me a break. Oh. I was never supposed to swap the order there, Sabin. You're meant to go for the bigger Wolfsbane, just like always. Yeah, we're running pretty cold. Pretty cold right about now. Bruh. You just have to laugh, otherwise, Sniper, the combo creates a pretty negative play experience, but I'm not entirely sure that it's that good. Rude, thank you so much, I appreciate that. It means a lot. We're mostly fine. Like, bit of a combination of factors today, but we are running pretty bad. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. Opponent with the Iceman Scorpion will just shred the hand to bits nice and early. Don't play roulette is generally good advice. Yeah, for sure. That is what it is, Rob. Like, I can't... I gotta deliberately try not to be an asshole when, I'm on stream with you guys, of course. As tilting as it may be. We do have a good few negative hits. I think we give up the hub. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if that's what you enjoy, then feel free. Okay, good hit. So Patriot currently tucked underneath here, which is fine. No Surfer yet, no Wong yet. Kinda want an arrow. Kinda want an arrow. Find it with the Sarah. And we do draw ourselves a Surfer. So. Patriot is tucked under here. So we're gonna go Brood, Tiger, Surfer. I think we're good. Should you be saving your collector's reserves for some of the Series 5 cards? From an EV perspective, cutter, yes. If all you care about is like maximizing your value, then yeah, you should. Opponent snaps back, so we are probably dead. Let's find out. Opponent with the Brood, fantastic. Rogue Polaris. Patriot flip, Tiger spins. Surfer. That was a big one. That was a big one. Happy to help, Carter. Thank you so much for asking. That was a much needed 8-cube recovery. We've been on a real downswing, so that one goes a long way. Whew. Folks, if you've been enjoying hanging out for me, please do me a small favor. I would really appreciate it if you wouldn't mind liking the stream. It goes a very, very long way in helping the algorithm recommend us to more people. So just scroll on down for me below the description box and press that thumb. It really does help. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, of course, you can subscribe to the channel as well. Moving up to Marvel Snap Zone. Subscribe over for us there as well. Means you won't be missing out on any content we're putting out each and every day. Appreciate all the love today. It's been very appreciated. They were bluffing the nuts. I mean, for sure. Valid bluff. Necrotia is such an awful location to see here. I mean, it is a bluff save, but it's just a bold one. Very, very bold one. Kind of want to keep Onslaught Citadel open in case I find the Wong. I guess we can just Zabu for now. Opponent will fantastic. Yeah, limit poker is pretty accurate, honestly. You can just stone cold bluff. Go for the full 8 cubes and have absolutely nothing. Might be too late to wait for the Wong again, to be honest. So I think we're probably going to go... probably going to go now. Yeah, lots of poker stuff works here for sure. What's stronger, Sarah Surfer or Negative Surfer? Currently Sarah Surfer, but that is obviously going to change on a week-to-week basis. Sorry if this has been asked, but does this work well without Bast? I should have waited. Now I'm annoyed. From my experience so far, Pepe, I think Bast is quite important. I can't be 100%, but I do think it's quite good. So I think this is probably meant to be Wong Surfer, right? As long as we draw anything to play in Nidavellir. I think there's a chance you can live without it, but I do think it is quite important, unfortunately. She's pretty good. Opponent will Polaris a Sinister over. It's a little annoying. Okay, well that counts, I think. We just go Wolfsbane Surfer. Opponent snaps. I'm not going to snap back, but I do think we stick around. Why did I? Yeah, I'm too tired today. Like this is so obvious. Like the snap is so bad from my opponent because I should just retreat, and I'm not playing very good snap today. That's okay. As long as we're acknowledging the mistakes we're making, hopefully we can avoid making them again. But yeah, your boy is suffering from a long weekend. No worries, Pepe. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Sokovia, unfortunately, taking away our only 2-cost play is a bit rough. Yeah, the snap's pretty bad because it just encourages me to run, but we don't just auto retreat on a 5. Opponent just snapping on 2. There's so many aggressive snappers today. It's crazy. Crazy. Opponent on the Scorpion makes this Brood look pretty bad. What are these locations too? Jeez. Bishop from OP. No Zabu in hand, definitely no Zabu in hand. I'm kind of confused. With the Sarah, people snapping on 1 is fine. Like you just think your hand is stronger than your opponent's. The Spectre, thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel.
Last time I trusted someone,
Another brand new sub coming in. Miguel, thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you. I think unfortunately your boy needs to have an early one today, folks, as I am just kind of struggling to focus on what I'm doing, and this does not make for good content, so It's all good. Like, let's not be going in chat about donating cubes. Like, as I said, unfortunately for me, it's been a bit of a long week. I'm struggling a bit. So I'm gonna call it a little early today. Like, we don't need to get derogatory about it. Okay? Like, I am a human being, and sometimes I'm not gonna play very good Snap. And hopefully that's understandable. Like, hopefully that makes some sense. Because unfortunately, I am not in the best of shape today. So, thank you for people hanging out. I appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream and had a good time while we did donate some cubes to my well-being. And hopefully we'll be in a bit better shape by the time it comes to stream again on Wednesday, and we'll have a proper run at it and see if we can't do a slightly better job at gaining some cubes. So until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care. I've been HowlingMines, and hopefully I'll see you again very soon. Have a good one.